everybody. Welcome to the Relishing Dead, where we devour everything in the TWD universe. And I am Barb.
Eliza.
And I'm Carol.
And guess who we have tonight? Go ahead, Carol.
We have Wes and Sarah Hale. Yay! Welcome, fam.
Welcome.
Howdy.
Thank you.
I just watched y'all today on TV.
Yeah.
Which one?
All of 10.
No, I meant which TV?
No.
Which TV? The one in the living room, the bedroom.
Living room. Yeah.
That's
No, we're really happy to have you guys joining us, not only as family and Patreons, but actors with a rather large dossier behind you.
Yeah,
you guys are kind of impressive.
Yeah, it's an honor to be on your guys' show. So,
Wow,
Honor to have you guys on here.
Yeah.
Please stop.
Stop.
Oh, stop.
Please stop. Well, if our viewers don't know who Sarah and Wes are, which would completely boggle the mind if they didn't, but if they don't, Sarah and Wes are part of the Camp family. They are part of our family. And they are actors, they are entrepreneurs, they are artists, and we'll get into some of that stuff here in a little bit. But Wesley and Sarah have, they have, like Eliza said, they have a really big dossier of acting and shows. They've been on The Walking Dead. They've been on a bunch of stuff that we're going to get into, and I'll show you guys the slides and stuff. But you guys, we are very grateful that you guys are here. We miss your faces.
We miss you all.
So much.
I know.
So do we want to just go ahead and get into it?
And
Do it.
the other thing is they are known around Sonoy as Awesome Alpha and Beta.
Yes.
As you see the heads behind you.
They have heads behind them, which should creep some people out, but not this audience.
Not this one.
Yeah.
That's the Hale household, you know.
I think most of the households in this viewership are going to be like that too. So this is Sarah. She has her own dead card. And this is Wes. And Wes has his own dead card. So if you guys are into collecting dead cards, you can hit up Mark Roberts because they have them and you can purchase them from him at the camp.
Here's Jesus.
He is Jesus. So, okay. So we talked about Sarah and Wes being part of the camp family.
I love this picture.
You know, it says a lot about a man who will wear a frilly dress.
Exactly.
You know.
It didn't have much convincing for him to do that.
Nah.
I don't imagine that it did. I don't think it was a stretch.
And he was in character the whole night long. He was outside drinking and smoking in character. It was just absolutely hilarious.
Yeah. That was a good one. And then here we have Sarah and Wes in their Austin Powers costumes. This will just kind of give you, it helps to give you an insight on their personalities. That's all I'm saying.
A lot of people didn't know who I was. Like,
I
had no idea. Like, I was walking to people and they were like, they had no idea it was me the whole time.
Fat bastard.
Fat baby.
Fat bastard.
No one tried to deflate you?
No, but people were trying to do other things. Like,
I
and they were trying to
grab
do
those
things in the
pictures.
event.
Wes.
Yeah.
No, I didn't include those pictures. So, like, again, just kind of carry on the whole dressing up thing. This is Sarah when we met Mo. And unfortunately, I would love to be able to show you guys the video of Sarah acting as Mo's character on Mad TV, but it's too funny.
And with Mo. And her, yeah, oh my God, her and Mo together were just a hoot.
Oh my God. That was very precious.
Yeah.
So Like we had said, they do Betamax and Awesome Alpha. And here are their characters, their cosplays. Very talented. Wes, did you make those masks?
Yeah, I did. Yes.
I think I have that ensemble.
You do.
You
That's-
have her original mask and belt and
Gun and knife.
knife. Yeah.
This is what happens when you save the table at Nick and Norman's all day and you get really drunk. You make under the table offers.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Sarah.
Too. And
Because I was like, I'm going to buy this from you. And she's like, how much? And I'm like, just throw a number out there. And she's like conferring with Wes. And they're like, okay. And I'm like, how? I just bought the whole get up.
It's in a glass
Yes.
case now.
It's in a glass case now. That's right. I've only
Yeah,
pulled
Terry,
it out
he
one
gives
time
this
for
to you.
Sarah.
The beta mask behind us. When I made the hybrid one, I made I think 5 or 6 of them actually to sell, and so there's only about 6 of these floating around. And on that one, I took it to Huntsville and had Ryan sign it.
Nice.
When I walked up to him, he thought it was the original mask from the show, and which is that's made me feel honored that he thought that, because that's like, I mean,
That's a high compliment to your work. Yeah. How long does it take you to make one of those masks, Wesley?
from start to finish. Like if I was to do a whole sculpt, the sculpting usually takes anywhere from a few days to a week, depending on how, because I'm never happy with what I have. And then the casting and all that. So, I mean, it usually about a month process for when I start a mask. But then after I have a cast, I can get them knocked out in about a week. Because it's full, like I punch the hair, and each hair is individually punched, and it's real hair. And then we hand paint the whole thing and stuff like that. So,
Where do you get the hair?
just like salon stuff, like hair places.
Sarah.
He shaves. He manscapes.
Seems like it would take you a whole lot longer because it's so perfect.
Thank you. I mean, the first one I made was absolute trash. But after a while, I got better and better at it, and so like that beta one there is, I think, my 5th rendition of making masks. So, I just kind of worked on the process, and I got better at sculpting and stuff like that. So, I still struggle at the casting part, because it's like you get your sculpt done and then you get ready to cast it, and then it's like it's a one or done. Once you start the casting process, you can't turn back, and you can ruin your whole sculpt. So, and that's happened a couple times. So, yeah, didn't get the mixture right or whatever for the plaster, and it ruined it. So, but you just move on.
Well, they're fantastic. I'm honored that I have one. I have Sarah's, but then I had actually bought one from you one year, so I have 2. But the only one that's in a glass case is Sarah's.
Yeah, that's a one and only, like that one.
Yeah.
So is it this one?
Yeah, that's the one I have.
That's
Yes.
the one?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, and I did put up a game today, and I used the one with Regina.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, look. I think, did you put that up, Carol, for you or for Sarah and Wesley?
Oh, it was definitely for me.
Yeah, Greg
That was when we
Nicotero.
met Carol.
That's my favorite picture of Sarah and Wes, because I took it and it's Craig Nicotero.
Yep. Oh, and he came up and he's like, "I got to get a photo with y'all."
I'm like, I'll take it.
Yeah. Because most people will walk by, they're like, "Can I get a photo with you?" No, he's like, "I got to get a photo with y'all." So
Yeah.
that was cool.
That was good. Did he,
Um,
you had the picture taken, did he know that you guys had been on the show? Did you tell him?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't think it came up.
No, I don't think so. I met him. We met him before I was on the show. Before he met us as Alpha and Beta, at a little place out here called Grazing Here, and was it about 3 weeks later? I got on the show, yeah, and I could see him looking at me because I was like super drunk when I met him. And the first thing I said was, I'm a huge super fan of yours. I said, if you ever need anybody to squirt blood on set or squirt blood on someone, I'm your guy. And he just looked at me, he's like, is that all you can do? At the moment, yeah. So, it was a little embarrassing, but yeah, he was looking at me funny when I was on set. I think you
funny.
Well, everybody in the comments are saying hi. I don't know if you guys could actually see the comments. Can you?
No.
Okay. So everybody's saying hi in the comments. And I just wanted to really quickly say for you and everybody else that Dawn apologizes that she can't be here tonight. She had a rough day, headache. So she loves you guys and she misses you. So
Hi, Dawn.
Sorry, Dawn. I hope you feel better.
So here's some more of your sculpts. Is that right, Wes?
Yeah, those are masks. Yeah, those are those COVID masks I was making.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
And
those are
then
different ones. Yeah.
the lovely model, Sarah. She makes such a good model.
She does.
It really does. All right, so we're going to touch briefly on the fact that Sarah and Wes are entrepreneurs, and we're going to have them back in April closer to the camp, but we wanted to throw this up to remind everybody if you guys have not had the opportunity to do Survive the Night. I highly recommend it. You guys want to talk just a little bit briefly about Survive the Night and what it is?
Sure. It's a kind of ever evolving concept. We like to put people into like an adventure, a game of sorts. So we do like escape room style. Some of them are live action, like live actor shooting gallery where monsters are coming at you and you have to shoot them and kill them before they get to you.
Laser tag equipment.
Yeah. And then we have, when we do our escape room stuff, we usually have monsters involved as well. So like we did the camp last year and it was wildly popular. So we're going to do it again. And we're actually expanding upon it, but we're doing, we can't call it what I'd like to call it. So we're calling it silence. And basically you're trapped in a room with a creature that cannot see and all it goes is by hearing. So every time you make a noise, it goes after you. And you have to solve clues and do different things to try to stop this creature and get it locked away and trapped away. So
is that like the one you had last year?
Yes, it's the same one, just we can't call it what I really want to call it because of
Copyright. Yeah.
Right. So we've actually changed the creature a little bit. So it's going to look a little different, but we'll still be able to chase Carol around. And
now that you talk about monsters, are they live monsters or just mechanicals?
No, we use real actors in our games.
Wes makes the costumes and prosthetics and everything.
Yeah. So, and they're all really good at what they do, and they love what they do. So we love having them part of our team, and it's what really makes the experience for our players is because if we were to have animatronics or whatnot, people look at it and they're like, oh, okay, whatever. But with a real creature running around, you never know what it's going to do, and
right.
So that it keeps people. Yeah, it's more scary. It's more. It keeps people on their toes. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you have a chance at the camp, if you go to the camp and you have a chance to play Survive the Night, yes, Wes ran around and followed me and chased me with a certain mask last year, and it creeped me right the hell out. So
Carol scared? No.
I know, right? I know. It was too realistic. It really was. I almost cut a bitch. I'll be honest. I almost cut a bitch. So
she was really mad at me too.
I was like, no. So, All right, so they are entrepreneurs. We've talked about their masks and stuff like that. So let's get into the nitty gritty and some of the stuff that they've done on television and in movies. Because, yeah, they're pretty badass. So let's talk about Sarah. So, Sarah, when you do your audition or your submissions for screen work and stuff like that, what do you have to do? What's your first?
The first step, you go on Facebook and you follow the casting agency's Facebook page. And you basically just follow their post, and every once in a while they'll post up looking for a certain height, looking for age ranges, different types of skin color, whatever, or maybe it's just very general. They're just looking for bodies. So they tell you to email them at their email address, and you send them your contact info and all your sizes, shoes, shirt, everything. And then you send them like 3 photos of yourself, a headshot, a waist up shot, and then a whole body shot. And then if they choose you, you'll get a confirmation email back with details on where to go, what time you need to be there, that sort of thing. So that's all it takes. So yeah, you just watch out for those.
And that's to do like the extra background work and stuff, to get more lines like SAG. If you get lines, it's a more in-depth process. I've had to do a lot of auditions, self-tape auditions, where I'll tape. They'll send me a script if they decide they want to use me. They'll send what's called sides, and it'll have like a little snippet of the script. And sometimes it's real, sometimes it's part of it, sometimes it's completely made up, because they just want to see how you come across and how you act. So then you that's a different process that you use. Like I have to go through Actors Access and a couple other programs, sites and stuff to get it, or an agent will find that stuff for you. So like Sarah's done a lot of background work. I've done a lot of featured background work, and then I did 2 where I got lines and done a couple auditions, and was probably just about to join SAG when COVID hit. So that changed everything. Yeah.
Okay.
So tell us about The Resident and Legacies, Sarah.
Oh, on Resident, let's see, I did probably 6 different days of shooting on them. And that was a lot of fun because I have a paramedic background. And so I wanted to do a show that was medical. And they will post out this casting agency that works for them, looking for like nursing types that have that kind of nursing background, or maybe they're looking for someone that has like a dialysis background, which I have, that sort of thing, any kind of medical background. So for those, I submitted. I have a paramedic background, EMS. So I know my stuff. So I submitted as a medic for both of those. And so I got like, for the Legacy one, I was a FEMA doctor, their FEMA tent that they had. And the Resident, I did a lot of where I was like a patient. But it was kind of neat because one episode, they were going to break glass. And so I guess the set medic had already left for the day, and they came around and asked any of us background actors if we had any kind of medical experience. I was like, yeah, I'm a paramedic. So they were like, okay, we can do the scene. We have medical staff on set.
Nice. So you were medic and actor also.
They just said, okay, done. We got this.
Yeah, we're good to go. Yeah, let's roll it. Yeah, that was fun.
All right. And then what about Star and Hillbilly Elegy?
Oh my gosh. star was crazy because that was all night. And I was in heels and a dress. And it started raining on us. And we're outside. And like my feet were hurting. And it was like a red carpet gala thing where these stars were coming and getting dropped off. And we're supposed to be standing there like with our cell phones taking pictures and that sort of thing. And we're supposed to be, going crazy, like, hey. So I stuck my head out there.
Yeah. So if anybody can see these pictures, Sarah's the chick there with her hand out.
Yeah. Front and center.
Yeah.
There you go.
And I know it's hard to see in the Hillbilly Elegy, but I'm assuming, Sarah, that's you in the scrubs.
Yep, that's me back there. Yep, that's me in the back.
That was a fun show to work
Oh
on.
my
We
gosh.
both worked on that one.
Yeah, they needed someone who had dialysis knowledge. And so I submitted for it because I worked in dialysis at one point. And they really needed me to kind of troubleshoot the machines. But the machines were so old. I was like, guys, this is like a lost cause.
Like they wanted you to beep at certain times or something.
No, they wanted, there's a light
Oh.
on a pole sticking above the machines and it was flashing red and they wanted me to shut it off. And I'm like, guys, like the only way to shut this off, you got to hook it up to solutions and run it through a test. And you don't have that stuff.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
No? So they just put like black tape over it.
Yeah.
It was,
How funny is that?
Yeah.
Who directed that?
that was Ron Howard.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So we got to meet
Wow.
Ron.
Ron
Really
Howard.
neat.
We had like a morning meeting with Ron Howard. It was,
How was he?
oh,
He
he's
was
just the
awesome.
sweetest.
Really? That's fantastic to hear.
That's pretty cool.
He's a lot shorter than I thought he
He's,
would be.
he's petite.
Yeah, he's pretty small.
He's a petite
I
guy.
thought he was going to be a bigger guy. I mean, you always think he was a Happy Days. He always seemed so big on Happy Days, tall.
Taller.
Mhm.
I think
He was
shrunk
short.
down.
Yeah.
So TV adds 10 pounds and 5 inches, right?
It
Yeah.
adds more like 60 pounds.
60 pounds and 5 inches.
How many cameras are on you?
There's a lot.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into some of the stuff that Wes has done. Yes, that is Wes.
That's Cobra Kai.
That's Wes.
Oh,
Look at that baby face.
I know. No beard, Wes.
That was like my third.
Yeah.
I did Walking Dead first. That was my very first thing, and then
Did Amazing Stories?
Amazing. No, that wasn't the
time?
second one. That was like the third show that I did though. That yeah. So that was after actually after Stranger Things because they made me shave my beard.
I heard Sarah didn't like that very well.
No, I didn't either. But they actually had lines, and then they wound up dubbing over it, and that. So if you watch it, it's that whole, "Hey, I'm going to get you."
Oh, God.
It's fun. So, yeah. That was my first experience, like getting lines, and then having a stand-in for me and all that. So it was kind of fun.
Yeah. You got a trailer and everything, didn't you?
I didn't have a trailer for that one.
Didn't have
I had a trailer for Stranger Things. I had my own trailer for Stranger Things.
Wow. Yeah, I had to watch Cobra Kai a couple of times after Wes and Sarah told me and Eliza that he was in it. I was like, "What are you talking?" He's like, "Yeah, the security guard at the end where the kid goes over the railing." And I went, "What?"
Yep.
Yeah, I did the same thing because I've watched the show and they was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I gotta go back."
Yeah, most people didn't recognize me on that
Yeah,
one.
no.
Or
But this one I definitely recognized you. And as a matter of fact, I think I sent you a text
yeah,
after I watched it.
Witches.
Yeah, this is Fear Street.
Fear Street, 1666. It's part of a trilogy.
Right.
Yeah.
This one was really good.
R.L. Stein, the guy that made Goosebumps and all that. So he came to set, and it was really hot. I mean, it was 90 plus, and I'm wearing all wool. It was hot. It's period clothing and everything. But R.L. Stein showed up, and we got to meet him and stuff, and then we went, of course, went and got in the heat. But there's a funny part to that. We were filming. I don't know if you guys know who D. Para was. He was a friend of ours, He was in The Walking Dead. He was in a lot of different shows, and unfortunately, he passed away.
Especially, didn't he? I thought he passed away. Yeah.
Dee was on set with me, and we already done our scenes, and then we were way deep. So when you do like background and feature background, they'll have you like by the camera for a little while. Then they need motion in the back, right? So they put you way deep in the background. We call it being deep. So they put us way back in the back, and it was this village they made out in the middle of nowhere. And they had these like cans, and they put, I don't remember what it was, but it was something in it, and they would light it so it would make smoke. So it made all the fires look like there was smoke coming out of them, right? Like they were just smoldering. So anyway, they had one of those, and it was super hot, super dry, and the grass caught on fire. And they were probably 250, 300 feet away doing these scenes, right? And we're sitting there watching it. We're kicking sand on the fire, trying to keep it, because like the grass is catching on fire. We're kicking sand on it, trying to keep it from getting, bigger and bigger. And then finally they say cut. And by then it was like a big fire. And we're like, fire! And they come running over. They're like, why didn't y'all say anything? I was like, because I wanted you guys to make sure you guys got your scene.
Right.
So, but yeah, that was a hard show to do because it was just so hot. But yeah, it was fun. A lot of fun on that one.
So you're used to fire alarms, is what you're saying.
I am. I like to set them off.
Thing to do.
Yep.
Now, not to jump ahead to another film, but wasn't he on Tomorrow War?
Yes. Yeah.
And they actually did a dedication for him, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tomorrow War. Perfect.
Look, there we go.
Nice segue.
Down. Can you see Sarah there?
Yeah, here's our girl.
And there's
There
Indiana.
she is, Sarah. And then Wes takes his clothes off in Tomorrow War.
Strip down. Sarah got to shoot a big gun though.
She got to shoot a big gun.
I got to walk around with a big gun.
That was a good movie.
Was
there a lot of was there a lot of CGI for you guys in that movie when you guys?
What was that?
Was there a lot of CGI like when you guys do the jump and stuff like that?
Yeah. Yeah. So actually, when we were on set, they actually had this thing that all of us had to get into, and we had to stand on this platform, and there was hundreds of cameras that were all the way around us and above us and stuff. So we'd stand there and we'd like put our arms out, and they would just a bunch of cameras would all go off. Yeah.
All the way around.
So they like could like photo and pose us in different scenes and stuff. So like when all the soldiers or
bodies are dropping,
the drappies are dropping.
That's us.
That's all of us
our bodies.
dropping. Yeah.
Oh wow.
So yeah, some people can make themselves out. I don't see how. It was too blurry and stuff. But
and
I could be like, yeah, that was me falling. Yeah, that was me over there.
Yeah, and it's not. It's like some random guy.
Right.
Yeah, is that the only film that you guys have worked on together?
we did Walking Dead together.
We did Walking Dead.
Well, yeah, Walking Dead, but as far as like a feature film, is that the only?
Hillbilly Elegy, but we worked together on Hillbilly Elegy. We just worked separate dates.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think that's it.
We worked a lot of the same shows, but just different days, I think. Like I worked Resident once or twice. I worked on The Gifted a few different times. She did too.
That Raising Dion.
Raising Dion. Yeah, so the other interesting part is like, so in not Stranger Things, but Raising Dion, our whole family was in that. Both our sons were in it. We were both in it. We just all worked different times. Mm-hmm. And then Cobra Kai, my son Nathan and I was in it. Our youngest son, he was in one with Clint Eastwood. That was the bombing. What was it called?
Richard
Jewell. He was in that. So we've all been in film out here. So the boys they just look at it as a paycheck. We really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun.
We like just meeting the A-listers and
if you get
the directors and stuff.
Yeah. Me, it was more about like watching the process and see how it all comes together. And the really cool thing, like some of the special effects, because I'm really big into making things and props. So I've I've really focused on like the props and like how they made them, or the special effects, like like the Tomorrow War and stuff. Yeah.
And the day we shot our scene on The Walking Dead.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure they'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Do you get to see a lot of that backstage?
Yeah. So the scene where she's holding the lady's head, the trader's head.
Yeah.
We watched that whole thing unfold. And it was really, really
how they did that.
Yeah. So it took a full day to do. So basically, they had the actress that plays her. They had her, and then Samantha Morton walks up with the thing up to her neck, and then they cut. And then they have an applique they put on, and then it shows them starting to cut into it. And then there was another one where the blood starts coming out. And then there's another one where it was a dummy where she pulls it all the way through and the head falls off.
Okay.
And I think they had a couple different dummies, but yeah, it was really cool to watch. So,
wow.
That's awesome. That's awesome to see that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I sort of say so much goes into making a scene that, didn't seem to last that long, but how long it actually took to make it.
Yeah.
So, Sarah, speaking of Samantha, you should have been her double, and I think everybody in the Camp family agrees.
Yes.
Yep.
You should have been Samantha Morton's double. Tell us about actually trying to become her double.
Well, there was a post sent out looking for her double.
Well, it didn't say it was her double. It was
the post
saying that be willing to have a shaved head or have your head shaved, and we automatically knew what it was.
It was to be
Yeah.
her stand-in or something. So
She wouldn't shave her head though.
I said in the post I would shave it, and then I also sent them like a couple of different photos of me, one with my alpha outfit completely on, and then one just a normal one of me. But yeah, I guess they found someone else.
They didn't want Sarah to take the spotlight.
That's it. I mean, because she's got the look, she's got the height. I mean, just everything about Sarah,
The mannerism.
Yeah, the mannerism says Samantha.
Really Southern too, so she's not British.
That's right. So she would absolutely have the accent.
Yeah.
There you go.
So did you guys first make your appearance? Was it 10/6 where y'all first come on?
9/12. The Guardians. Yeah.
Okay.
9 episode 12. That's the Guardians.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was so like when I got cast to be on there, that was when all the Whisperers got to get their masks, Oscar and all them. I was there when all that happened, but I stayed in a bus. Like I didn't get picked to go pick out the masks. So I was there when all that took place. And then there was the scene, like I was there when, I don't know if you remember, but the Whisperers are walking through the creek, and then one of our good friends, Brandon Howard, he hands Alpha the apple.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So that was like the actual introduction of the Whisperers, like on screen, not the little teaser stuff, but that scene, right?
When they're walking back from Hilltop, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. It was that was the sorghum fields. It was when they did the whole sorghum thing. So that was shot when I was there, and I was in the bus. And then the next day we shot the creek scene, which I was later down there that evening, where we did all the night scenes where I met Oscar and all them. We were getting pushed around, and like I had Norman run into me and knock me over and
Jonathan
stuff.
was there too.
Yeah, Jonathan Cooley, one of our, you guys know Jonathan. He was there. We knew a lot of people. That's where we met. That's where we met everybody. Was on The Walking Dead. So, but that was fun. It was hot. It was crazy. It was our first time ever. Well, my first time ever being on a set. So.
Okay.
And you were the butcher, right?
Yes, I was later, I think they must have picked me. That's why they didn't put me in a mask, because I am the butcher for the camp, and I look just like the person from the comic book. So that's why they did it. So so I kept coming back. I never wore a mask. Sarah never wore a mask. I was anytime I was on screen, you could see either the back of my head or my face. So, but you never got to. I never wore a mask on set.
Okay.
All right. So, Sarah, you are in the picture to the far left of Alpha. Is that right? Or if we're looking at the screen, the far right. You're the one peeking around the tree?
Yes.
Mhm.
You? Okay.
Yeah.
And that's also her right there next to Lydia in that first picture. She's sitting on the ground.
Yeah, that's my back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Baby got
All
back.
right.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, Regina, she's a creeper. Sarah's a creeper.
I was actually standing right next to her. You just don't see me.
Yeah, Wes was on the other
Yeah,
side.
I was on the other side.
We're like down on the ground, like kind of. It was like a fishing net or something. We're like mending a fishing net down on the ground.
Okay.
And then the wood scene there, I was like on the other side of the tree. So that scene where you see me in that, Sarah's on the other side of that.
Okay.
So she is my unicorn. I mean, like, I don't give two turds about Andrew Lincoln, but she's my
Oh.
Oh,
but she's my unicorn.
cut me.
I even told the camp I'd buy her plane ticket if they would get her to come.
She
You
did.
talking about Samantha Morton?
Yeah.
You know what's funny is because when I was at Walker Stalker, she was there, and I ran out of money.
Yeah.
I know, but I've seen her, but I didn't get to meet her because I ran out of money. But
I did have
there was
a friend.
a ton of people there.
Yeah, I did have a friend get an autograph for me from her, but just her. And everything about her real life, and all everything she's gone through. How was she to work with? I heard she was very professional, but that she was also very nice.
She was.
She was extremely nice.
But she treated all of us as family too. So you'd be on set, we were her family. The Whisperers were hers. There was. It just shows what type of character is. Like a lot of times, like you can run into an actor or an actress, and they could be a complete jerk or whatever. I mean, I've seen it. I've had it happen to me on many sets. So Samantha, I ran into her on set.
Physically.
And she almost knocked her over, and she was eating, like trying to, scarf her food down before the next scene. So she was trying to get a little something to eat. And I was trying to throw a water bottle away because I didn't want it to be the next, Game of Thrones. So I was trying to throw the water bottle away, and I come around her hovel, and she was right there, and I bumped into her, and I was like, "Oh, I am so sorry." And we hadn't seen Alpha yet, like in any of the filming.
Our first time.
Yeah, I didn't even know who she was, to be honest with you. And I threw the water. I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." I knew she was an actress just because she was over there by herself. So I threw the bottle away, and she was like, "Oh, she's telling me, oh, it's no worries, no worries." And I was like, "Well, it's an honor to meet you. Thanks, good luck." And she starts just telling me how much she loves being here and she loves the show. And then we got to see some more like interactions between her later on in more seasons or more episodes and filming between her and like JDM. One day we're talking about Max and Ruby, and Jeff didn't know that Samantha was the voice of Ruby.
Oh.
And he was like, "Holy shit, my son used to watch that every day," and it was hilarious to watch that whole interaction go down. But yeah, she loved it. She would come out, wave to us, and talk to us and everything. So
do you have any insight on the black sock?
No, they didn't let us be there for that day.
Oh,
Thank God.
That's too bad.
That was a close.
That was a close set.
My retinas would have been fried. I don't think I could have handled seeing that.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So
a bit much.
what was one of, for each of you guys, what was probably your hardest scene to film? And that could be either physically or emotionally or maybe a combination. What was your most difficult scene?
For me, it was I did a episode on The Gifted, and it was, we were supposed to be like these mutants, and we were being attacked by normal people, and we were, all of us mutants were like inside this like shelter warehouse building, and they kind of had us surrounded, I guess, outside, and we had like cots and like maybe like a handful of like belongings and clothing or whatever, and there was families in there, and it looked like a homeless shelter,
Refugee camp.
it was, yeah, we were refugees, and like explosions were supposed to start going off, and we're supposed to react to these explosions and bombs and start running. We fall down and start running in certain directions, and it was like hard to, when you know that these bombs are going to go off, these explosions, to react without messing those up or doing something weird or silly or something. So
Did they give you any type of like sound cues or anything like that?
it was just I think there was like, it was just somebody like yelling like bomb, 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 and you're just supposed to like react.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was hard for me, but I mean, it was fun, but it was just
Draining.
it had cameras on you, and you don't know if which camera they were going to use, which angle or whatever, and
Mm-hmm.
at some points, they're like, I was like right in front of a camera, and you're supposed to be acting normal, and then all of a sudden explosions are supposed to go off, and you're just supposed to react to those fake explosions, and so that was hard to do.
Yeah, Jason said it was like dancing with no music. Yeah. What about you, Wes?
I mean, I there was a lot of things that we had to endure, like heat and rain and freezing cold temperatures, and hard physical strenuous activity, like a lot of running.
You were in Greenland.
I had to run like, I don't know, probably about a football to 2 football field lengths of a distance over and over and over in 100-degree heat. But I don't know if those were necessarily the hardest. The hardest for me, I think, was I did Underground Railroad, and I mean, just the character I had to play for it. I was a marauder, and it was a family. It was not a family, but it was a group of people that were living in this area in Indiana that were freed, and we're there to kill them. And it was mentally and physically it was tough, because those guns were actually period piece guns that we're carrying, and I mean, I had to do a lot of training for that. I went to special training classes, just to learn how they would have maneuvered and their mannerisms and stuff, and how to load those guns and how to fire them and stuff. But the real hard part was, I think there was a scene where they were all gathered in a church for prayer, and we pulled up and we had to fire on the church, and we had people and horses, coming up and knocking out the windows and shooting at them, and they're coming out of the doors, and we're shooting and killing them as they're walking out the door. And that was like, just preparing for something like that, was tough. And I had to turn down a role. This is probably the hardest one. I had to turn down a role. It was some independent film that was being done out here, but it was about a murder that took place in the 80s in Griffin, and it was a black gentleman and his girlfriend were killed by a sheriff, and the sheriff was part of the Ku Klux Klan, and they wanted me to be the sheriff. Well,
Klan people.
I didn't know I didn't know the story behind it, and so, I auditioned to be the sheriff, and I knew I always play a bad guy. I mean, you got to get used to it. You play a bad guy. So I interviewed for it, or not interviewed, but I auditioned for it, and they wanted me. They sent me my script, and I'm going through the script, and all of a sudden there's like, where I'm now realizing what I am, and I'm like their leader of the Ku Klux Klan down here, and I'm like, I can't do this. Yeah. I can't. Morally, I just can't. I couldn't do it. And it was like my first year being in the acting world, and I had a lot of people tell me, well, you're an actor. It's it's what you got to do. People had to play Nazis. People had to play Hitler. People have to play that part. And so it's still emotionally it hurts. To do something that you're so against.
Yeah.
And it was hard for me to do this last one where I was, a marauder killing, freed slaves. It was tough. So,
but that says a lot about your character, though, Wesley. That you see beyond just the paycheck, or the role to add to your resume. And there are A-list and headline actors out there that are very picky about the roles they play because of their moral compass that they have, and they're not going to do it. There's some that refuse to kiss a woman on set because they said the only woman that ever kissed was their wife. So we're proud of you for that, and we think more of you as an actor for turning those down.
Thank you.
Yeah. Of course, I don't think I don't think Wes would have a problem making out with somebody like Terry or somebody like that on set. I don't think he has those morals.
That romance. Get that romance
weird thing.
I hate to ask, but was that a TV show or a movie?
Which one? The
one that you were supposed to be a sheriff.
I believe it's going to be a movie. I don't think it ever actually. I don't think
it just sounds so familiar. Like I've seen something like that.
It was a real event that took place. I guess it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it took place in the 80s. I guess is when it happened. So,
yeah, there was something like that I had seen. That's why I asked.
Yeah, I don't know if they actually filmed it or not. Like after that casting, they never reached back out to me for anything else, and I was like, well, that's fine,
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, bigger and better things ahead.
Well, I know that this has been a long time coming. This is the question that has been on the minds and the hearts of anybody who knows you. We want to know, when will Scare Bear return?
Oh, we're working on a script. We did locate Scare Bear's head. It was on an island in one of the lakes out here. It's completely trashed. So.
Oh no.
So. But yeah, we're working on a script. We've just been so busy with.
But we've been toying with some ideas and.
Yeah.
So.
But it might be like because that was originally just supposed to be a funny teaser trailer thing, that fake trailer that we did just for fun, and we were thinking of actually trying to make it into like a real. Movie. I mean, there's some really dumb movies out there, and it fit perfectly in that realm. So
it's like Ted meets the devil.
Yeah, I wanted to be. When we did it, I wanted to be so campy. That's why I had you could see the mic in the scene and the really bad. I told them, I said, just act really bad, and we were purposefully getting like the lines not synced properly, and it was we did it all, like it was just so fun to do.
You guys went sideways again.
Yeah, you guys went sideways again.
There you go. Oh,
nope.
There we go.
There we go.
See what happens? They start talking about Scare Bear and they get all discombobulated.
They get sideways.
Yeah, they totally went sideways.
Does anybody that's watching, do you guys have any questions for Sarah or Wes?
Regina said that Sarah wanted to be on top. That's why they went sideways.
That's fantastic.
Take you anywhere, can we, Regina?
No, she cannot. She needs supervision constantly.
Yeah.
She's so cute.
She's so cute. So, all right, guys. So, we're looking forward to the camp.
Carol may be freezing up. She was having bad weather.
Is there anything like that you guys are excited to see that you want to see come to the camp?
And you'll have to tell us what that was again because you froze.
Say that again.
I froze. I was just going to say that at the camp, are there any actors or anybody that you're excited to see? Anybody that you want to have come play your game at the camp?
There's a new guy that's coming to the camp this year. I think he would be great. He was
Michael Trainer played Nicholas.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
He'd be fun. Yeah.
Yeah, he would be great.
I'd like to see Mo play.
Who?
She might.
Mo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mo would be fun. Mo would be fun.
Oh.
Teo's like a
Oh, he's a diehard.
he's like a diehard standby.
So Cooper's the same way. So Cooper's the only actor that has the Walking Dead actor that's got to play our other style game, and that's the
Our
Dead Alley game. So the shooting gallery. He's the only one that's ever played that one.
Is that the one y'all had at Fandemic?
Yeah, that's the one we had. Bruce Campbell run out yelling and screaming.
That's this picture here, and we were actually standing outside the tent when Bruce Campbell was playing inside.
Yeah. Oh, it was a trip.
Was hilarious.
That was a trip watching him play.
He was so happy when he got out of that tent.
And Jim Cummings, he was the voice of like Tigger and Winnie the Pooh and stuff. And the whole time he's playing, you hear him, hoo, 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 hoo. I killed another one. Hoo, hoo, hoo.
That had to be hilarious.
I was like, he kept coming up to Sarah because Sarah's, doing the check-in, and he kept, about every.
He would just meander around outside the table. And I'm like,
coming
Jim,
up.
do you want to come
Just
play?
come play because he knew he wanted to.
It's like a little kid. He wasn't sure. He wanted to. Yeah, you guys will have to hit up Mo and get her to come, and we'll tell her to come play with you guys as well.
Yep.
That'd be great.
Yeah, I hear Chandler wants to play. He didn't get to play last year. He wants to play, and
Yeah, need to get him involved.
yeah,
Yeah, he would have a blast.
yeah. We're trying to come up with some new stuff. Maybe we can get some more interaction with them. I don't know. It's kind of limited to what we can do. When we have our booth going and stuff. So.
Well, just make sure that you use plenty of the fog machine so that we can have another fire drill.
Yeah,
right.
I will do that.
Best fire drill ever.
This year I was planning on pulling just one of the pins and
Right?
making the sprinklers go off.
Oh Lord.
Well, I'm not above pulling down the little alarm thing. I could sneak by and do that.
I was stuck in the elevator with Oscar and a big bottle of that stuff that you got me, Carol. Like, we're going to pop it open and start drinking it.
Oh, how
Like, what the
fun.
hell's going on? He's like, I don't know. I got to go find out.
Oh, shit.
Oh my God.
So thanks.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah, we'll have to try and recreate that fire drill. That was too funny.
That was great. I loved it. They had a blast.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think everybody was secretly thanking the Survive the Night crew for that one.
Yeah, I don't love it all, but okay.
No, it was fantastic. It was fantastic. I mean, it was the best fire drill ever.
Yeah.
Well,
So do we want to ask them the questions?
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
I just have to find them again.
I always forget which ones are mine. So you guys are familiar with James Lipton inside the Actors Studio? Wes, are you guys familiar with him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So we like to ask the Lipton questions of all of our guests. So you guys are on the spot tonight.
All right.
I'm going to ask you guys questions.
You both have to answer.
I'm gonna cheat off you.
She doesn't know. She doesn't know it. She doesn't know who that is.
So James Lipton would ask these questions of the actors. He would interview them and he would ask them a set of questions, and it's just kind of gives us an insight, not that we don't already know you, but an insight to your personalities.
And they're kind of one-word answers.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, Carol, do you want to start?
I never remember what mine are.
You can do the first three. The word and turn on.
Okay, so what is your favorite word? Is
Yep.
that right? Yeah. What is your favorite word?
Awesome.
Probably hope.
So
Hope.
hope, okay. And what is your least favorite word?
Hate.
Yeah, hate.
Good. Good.
What is your favorite sound? What's your favorite sound?
Puppies.
Aw.
Aw. What about you, Sarah?
Mine's probably a thunderstorm.
Okay.
What's your least favorite sound?
Someone throwing up.
Yeah.
Good one.
Good.
Since EMT.
All right. Barb, you want to take the
Yeah.
turn off?
What turns you on?
And that can be creatively, emotionally, spiritually, sexually.
We'll stick with sexually. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, we are talking to Wet Spot here.
Yeah.
For me, someone who's funny, who can make me laugh.
A sense of confidence in themselves.
Nice.
Good answer. What turns you off?
Um, a I would say for me it would be the where people said I can't do it. You know, the I
Sorry.
can't do it.
Yeah.
Terry said black socks.
Black box. Yeah.
What about you, Sarah?
I think extreme laziness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I get the next one or you got it, Lisa?
You can do it.
What's your favorite curse word?
And you can say it.
Mine's fuck.
Nice.
Mine would have to be shit, I guess.
Okay.
And usually I combine the two.
There you go.
Fuck.
What profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
Mm.
What do you want to be when you grew up? When you grow up, what do you want to be?
I wanted to be a paleontologist.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you like it?
Yeah.
Good.
Probably for me. When I was younger, I wanted to be an astronaut. I guess, like
There you go.
exploration of the unknown for me. You know.
Yeah. You want to go into space, and Sarah wants to dig up bones.
Of dinosaurs.
What profession would you not want to have to do?
Politics.
That seems to be a popular one.
Yeah, I like politics.
Yeah. For me, it would have to be like lawyer.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the same thing almost, right? That's
Yeah.
funny because that was something Teo said he would want to do, right? Was
Yeah.
politics.
Because he likes to probably
I
I could
don't
see
like
it.
to debate.
Yeah, well, there's people who really like to debate, and there's people who don't. And I think the people who like debate would probably be
good at it. That's
along
fine,
the lines
but
of politician
I am
or
not.
Right.
yeah.
If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gate?
What the fuck are you doing here?
Oh my God. That's too bad.
That was like instant.
She's completely opposite though.
He just threw Sarah off.
Off.
Sarah wants to hear God say, Wes, what are you doing here?
Wes, what the fuck is he
I hear
doing?
God say, bless your heart.
Wes was not welcomed.
Oh my God.
Normally, no, it'd be like, here's your own farm and all the animals you could ever want.
Aw,
Oh,
I love that.
Wes
love that.
is
Does it
not
include the people
allowed.
that take care of the animals too, or
That's the only reason you're going to get let in.
That's right. Yeah. Wes is your farm hand. That's his way in.
Yeah, apparently.
That's excellent. I think Barb has some trivia questions.
Yeah, I gotta stop smiling.
Hang on. Wait. Where'd he go?
Mm.
All right.
So I have 3 very easy questions for some surprise prizes. So we won't know until you get them. But
These for us or for the people in the chat.
for the people in the chat.
Okay.
But if they don't guess them, we'll give them to you.
If you guess them right.
I like your stuff.
But they're easy. So
All right.
I tried to make it easy this time for everybody. All right, first question, everybody. What was the name of Alpha's husband? Give me his name.
Sarah knows
Sarah, whispering.
it. Sarah knows it.
What was the name of Alpha's husband?
Lydia's
Not porn
dad.
star.
Wet spot.
What's
What's
that?
that?
What's what?
See, it's quiet in the room.
I know.
Nobody knows.
I tried to make them easy.
Wow.
Come on, Regina. Come on, Terry.
Somebody knows. No, it's
Regina,
not.
wet spot. No.
Sarah, do you know? No, not Roger.
Not
Oh,
Roger.
Jared doesn't know. It's not Roger.
Anissa just popped in out of nowhere.
Jennifer
Jennifer got it.
Jennifer got it. Frank.
It was
He looks
Frank.
like Frank.
Frank.
Yay, good job, Jennifer.
All right. Another easy question. Sure. Give me the name that Gamma really had on the show. She had a name, her real name on the show. She wasn't Gamma, but she explains to Aaron and Judith what her real name is. What's her real name on the show?
Regina
Ooh,
got it.
Got it.
Nice.
Regina.
Good job, Regina.
good job, Regina. It was Mary. Okay, last question. What's Gamma's real name in life?
The actress's name.
The actress's name.
I know that one.
What's the name of the actress that plays Gamma? Yep, Jennifer. Good
Got
job.
it.
You got it, Jennifer. Congratulations, everybody.
Right on.
All right. Writing those down. Did you get them all right, Wes and Sarah?
I got one.
Yeah,
We got one.
They knew Thora's name.
I know what we called her on set, but I didn't know what her name was in the show.
Well, thank you guys for being with us. We love you. We love you. We love you. We can't wait to see you in May. And we're going to have you guys back again in April for everybody in the audience, but except this time they're going to come back in April as Survive the Night.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can have our crew with us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll have the crew. We'll have the crew.
We'll coordinate that with all the players.
Yeah,
For sure.
absolutely, absolutely. Everybody will be really small on the screen, but we'll get them all in there.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you so much, Wes and Sarah. We love you.
Love you.
Love you guys.
Thank you guys for coming on. This was fun.
All right. Are we still okay? So we just want to thank our Patreons and our financial supporters of our show. Barb, you want to read the names?
Sure. Destiny Larimore, Terry and Kay Collier, Sandy Morrison, Tracy Killian Stokes, Ben and Melissa Gilbert, Pamela Blythe, Marianne Craig, Brandon Cade, and Dustin Baker.
Well, you guys actually forgot Sarah and Wesley.
Sarah West.
sorry.
They're going to be on there next week. I'll put their names up
Yes.
there. Yes.
Can't forget.
I was reading.
Yes.
We want to do a very special thanks to our Camp Mommy and Poppy, Oscar and Casey.
Yay.
Hey.
All right.
And yes, Wesley and Sarah has joined our Patreon, so thank
Yeah,
you.
Super excited about that. Mwah.
Love you guys.
All right. We love you guys. We love everybody in the audience. We'll see you guys Wednesday for a special podcast. We're going to be talking to a couple of the
Casey Crowder and David Hahn, the
Yeah.
Savior.
Oh, cool.
the Saviors. Yes. So be sure to tune in for that. All right. Love your faces.
Love you guys.
Mwah.